What if everything you thought you knew about history, the internet, or even reality itself was a lie? In today's video, we'll explore some of the creepiest conspiracies you've probably never heard before. From hidden satellites to mind control experiments, these unsettling theories might just change the way you see the world. The Phantom Time Hypothesis. One of the strangest conspiracies claims that a large chunk of history, specifically the years between 614 and 911 AD, never actually happened. This theory, known as the Phantom Time Hypothesis, was proposed by historian Heribert Illig in the 1990s. According to him, the early Middle Ages were fabricated by powerful rulers like Holy Roman Emperor Otto III and Pope Sylvester II, who allegedly wanted to place themselves at the symbolic year 1000 AD. If true, this would mean figures like Charlemagne never existed, and that we are currently living in the 1700s rather than the 2000s. Supporters of this idea point to inconsistencies in medieval architecture, lack of reliable records, and suspicious gaps in archaeological findings. Critics, of course, dismiss it as absurd, but the possibility that centuries of history were simply invented is enough to make you question the reliability of everything you've ever learned. The dead internet theory. Imagine browsing the web, thinking you're interacting with millions of people. But what if most of them weren't real? The dead internet theory suggests that the majority of online content today is created by AI bots rather than humans. Conspiracy believers argue that since around 2016, governments, corporations, and AI programs have quietly taken over the internet, flooding it with fake accounts, pre-generated discussions, and algorithm-driven posts to control narratives. They point to suspiciously repetitive content on platforms like Twitter, eerily similar product reviews, and the rise of AI-generated art and text. If this theory is correct, then many online debates, viral trends, and even influencers may simply be digital illusions. The most unsettling part? If the internet is largely run by artificial intelligence, then what you think is human culture today might just be manufactured propaganda designed to manipulate your beliefs without you ever realizing it. The Black Knight Satellite. High above Earth, in near-polar orbit, some believe a mysterious object has been circling for thousands of years. Known as the Black Knight Satellite, it is said to be an alien probe monitoring humanity. NASA dismisses it as space debris, most likely a thermal blanket lost during a mission, but conspiracy theorists claim otherwise. Reports of strange signals intercepted by ham radio operators in the 1950s fueled suspicions, with some saying the satellite transmitted coded messages. Photos taken during the STS-88 space shuttle mission show a strange, irregularly shaped object floating in orbit, which believers cite as proof. The chilling part is the theory that advanced civilizations have been watching us long before humans even had satellites. Is it just discarded space junk, or is there really an extraterrestrial eye in the sky silently recording our every move? The Black Knight Satellite remains one of space's most haunting mysteries. The Mandela Effect and Parallel Realities. Do you remember the children's books called The Berenstain Bears? Or was it The Berenstain Bears? Millions swear it was spelled with an E, only to discover it has always been spelled with an A. This odd phenomenon, known as the Mandela Effect, refers to groups of people misremembering the same facts or events. It's named after Nelson Mandela, because many people recall him dying in prison in the 1980s, even though he lived until 2013. The conspiracy explanation? These shared false memories are actually glitches between parallel realities. Supporters claim we slip between timelines without noticing, but our minds sometimes retain fragments of the old reality. From movie quotes to brand logos, countless examples fuel the idea that we are living in a multiverse where the boundaries blur. If true, the world you remember may never have existed, and your memories are echoes of another dimension. The missing children of the 1980s. During the 1980s, the United States saw an explosion of missing children's faces printed on milk cartons, posters, and news reports. While many cases were tragic but explainable, conspiracy theorists argue that thousands of these children weren't kidnapped by random criminals but were taken by secret organizations. Theories suggest government experiments, human trafficking rings run by elites, or cult rituals behind the massive wave of disappearances. Some even connect it to the CIA's MK Ultra mind control program, claiming abducted children were used as test subjects. What makes this chilling is the number of cases that remain unsolved and the inconsistencies in how law enforcement handled reports. Parents were often dismissed, and records mysteriously vanished. While skeptics chalk it up to media panic and stranger danger hysteria, the possibility that an organized system was behind the epidemic raises disturbing questions about how much was covered up. The silent subterranean cities. Beneath our feet, entire underground civilizations may exist, hidden from the surface world. Conspiracies about subterranean cities suggest that governments and secret societies have long built vast tunnels and bases underground. Some say they are fallout shelters for global elites, while others claim advanced non-human beings dwell there. Places like the Denver International Airport fuel these rumors, with its strange murals, massive underground facilities, and endless construction projects. Supporters point to secret tunnel systems in Washington, D.C., military bases like Dulce in New Mexico, and ancient legends of hollow Earth civilizations. What makes it creepy is the scale. If true, vast hidden infrastructures exist right below us, shielded from public knowledge. Are they preparing for a cataclysm, running secret experiments, or hiding an entirely different society? The eerie possibility that another world exists under our own keeps this conspiracy alive in whispers and urban legends. The Tavistock Institute Mind Control. The Tavistock Institute, founded in London in 1947, presents itself as a think tank for human relations and social science. But conspiracy theorists argue it's something much darker. According to them, Tavistock is the hidden headquarters for mass psychological manipulation, engineering public opinion, and shaping world events. They claim the Institute was behind experiments in crowd control, propaganda techniques, and even the creation of entire cultural movements. From the hippie counterculture of the 1960s to modern social media trends, Tavistock is accused of subtly guiding society's values and behaviors. Its alleged mission? To keep populations docile, distracted, and easy to govern. While critics dismiss this as paranoia, it's unsettling to imagine that music, fashion, and even political protests might not have been organic movements at all, but carefully orchestrated psychological operations to keep humanity under invisible control. If these conspiracies gave you chills, don't keep them to yourself. Hit the like button, share this video with friends who love mysteries, and subscribe for more eerie deep dives every week. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which conspiracy creeped you out the most? Let's start a conversation below.